Have you ever noticed travel isn't just about going from one place to another? Sometimes it's about finding a whole new version of yourself. That morning around 5 o'clock, I hopped on a bus, grabbed the window seat. Tiny drops of dew covered the glass. The guy sitting next to me, man was out cold before the bus even started moving, and I couldn't help but think, some people get on a bus and instantly fall asleep. Me, I get on a bus, and suddenly I start questioning life. A few minutes later, the conductor walked over and asked, "Hey, bro, you traveling alone?" I smiled and said, "Funny, my relatives ask me the exact same thing." He looked at me for a second, then laughed. "Nah, man, I was just checking if the seat was empty." The whole bus cracked up. So did I. Sometimes laughing at yourself is the healthiest thing you can do. Short pause. As the sun slowly came up, golden light spread across the rice fields outside. A few cows were peacefully grazing. No deadlines, no office, no notifications, just living. For a second, I honestly envied them. About an hour later, the bus stopped at a tiny roadside tea stall. I asked the owner, "Can I get a cup of tea?" He smiled and said, "Tea doesn't really remove your tiredness, buddy. It just makes you feel like it does." Weirdly enough, life works the same way. Sometimes it's not reality that makes us happy, it's the feeling. Just then I noticed a little boy sharing his biscuits with a stray dog, one for himself, one for the dog. I asked, "Do you feed him every day?" The kid shrugged and replied, "He can't tell me he's hungry, so I just assume he is." That one sentence hit harder than I expected, because sometimes kids teach us things that no book ever could. Music rises slightly. The bus hit the road again. Rivers, fields, tiny villages. Everything slowly drifted behind us like scenes from a movie, and then it hit me. Maybe we don't travel just to reach a destination. Maybe we travel to remind ourselves that the world is way bigger than our daily routine. By the time we arrived, it had started raining. Everyone rushed for cover except one old man. He just kept walking, nice and slow. I called out, "Sir, it's raining." He looked up at the sky, smiled, and said, "The rain is just doing its job. We're the ones always in a hurry." 3-second pause. That day, I realized something. Travel isn't just about seeing new places. It's about dusting off the old version of yourself. You never come back as the exact same person who left. Maybe your bag stays the same, but your heart carries new stories, new faces, new laughter, and quiet little moments that eventually become your favorite memories.